So another challenge. It's so amazing because I'm a mother of 3 boys and I used to homeschool for about 10 years. And one of my sons, extremely creative one, required my constant attention. Do this, come on, focus, focus. That particular one is now taken a role that I had when he was little, and he is on top of me telling me, come on, mom, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. And after about 4 hours talking with, having wonderful conversation with him, is about why it's so hard for me to be doing vlogs, even though this is what I really want to do. I want the healing poems that I write be available to everybody. I want the songs that I created that are healing songs for children or for parents. I want them to be available.
2 hours to make a video.
But
Mom's gonna get ready.
oh my gosh, I know, I just like,
We're counting 10 minutes for this. So you
Okay.
have, but we just have to figure out what we're making a video about while you get ready.
Okay.
And then we have an hour and 50 minutes after that.
Okay.
So we could talk about, we could read a poem. Let me get the thing book of fat poems and we can either read a poem. We could talk about the struggle between keeping yourself afloat and doing what is important to you. That's something, because I feel like that's one thing we talked about today is like you're under a lot of financial pressure, but we are still finding 2 hours out of our day, not a lot of time,
Oh my God.
to make a video.
We
did that last time.
We have a new year, we have preparation for taxes. What did we, financial pleasure, a cat,
Burden of choice.
burden of choice.
That's a good one.
That's
Every day a little voice says I have to do joy. Selfish is that little voice that tells me I have the choice. That's a good one. Let's do that one.
Okay.
It's good. We decided what poem we want in 4 minutes. Super.
Okay. Okay.
We're ahead of schedule, Mom.
Every day a little voice says, I do have a choice. Close the windows, open doors, right or left, the choice is yours. How I wish that voice would say, you should choose this today, or that it could make me see what's the best choice for me. But it doesn't let me know, and since I reap what I sow, well, maybe so I could, but I don't know if I should start with a great attitude, eat just good, healthy food, or feel down and depressed, eat junk food and have a rest. Selfish is that little voice, and my failures it enjoys. Selfish is that little voice that tells me I have the choice. It would be so nice sometimes if a choice would be made for us. And the problem with this is that in some ways we wait for something or someone make a choice for us. If we don't make our choices, someone else will make the choice for us.
What I'm guessing that this poem is teaching me is that a lot of times we can get attached to an external thing outside of our control as an excuse not to make a choice that we know we have to make. This poem is addressed to someone looking at that external thing. So, when was a time that you looked at an external thing to make a choice for you when you were the one that had to make a choice?
No, totally about, I was, whether I should divorce my husband or not.
Well, I mean, you're not alone. A lot of women get stuck in very hard relationships.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of women that probably are in hard relationships right now that don't know whether or not to make that choice.
You know, my father, whom I loved so much because he's an amazing father, he never ever said one wrong thing in his life except this one time when I went to him and I said, I'm very unhappy in my marriage and I want to, I would like to have a, go through divorce. And he said, my dearest daughter, if you break this marriage, you will lose me. And I got stuck in that marriage for like about 3 or 4 more. Like, I took a few more years out of my life. Sometimes when we wait for too long for somebody else to make a choice for us, we may actually waste a lot of time and ruin a great opportunities. It's important to acknowledge to yourself, yes, it's hard, it's very hard to make decision, and but the real key is to really, really, really listen to that voice and never ignore it. I'm not saying that it's necessarily the voice of God or the voice of ultimate truth, but it's a voice of a very important message to you. And you don't ignore it. It's like somebody is giving you a great gift, a great piece of information. It's like Sherlock Holmes showing up at your door and says, here is a clue, very important clue. You cannot ignore it. Use it. Use that wisdom that it's your natural, that's given to us, and especially women for some reason have that more powerful, that we have it more powerfully implanted somewhere within the depth of our soul. So yes, there's a burden of choice. It's hard sometimes to choose, but know that you have that gift within yourself. Don't be afraid to take it, because it's yours.